Kia ora, guys. I'm here with Jacqualene Maindonald from Mangere Central Primary School right here in Mangere. She's going to be just talking to us about some of the challenges schools and teachers are facing and trying to make sure our kids are learning at this time, and some of her advice and suggestions on how you can best support your tamariki during this tricky time while we're in a lockdown, and even as we head into level 3 when still many of us will be parenting and teaching from home. So how's it going, Jacqualene?
Well, I think I've been quite successful in my bubble at the moment. I have my mum that lives with us, my husband, my son who's at university in his first year, and his girlfriend. So we're quite lucky because we're all very independent, but we're also all very busy in our own right. So it's about managing and timetabling and coming together at meal times. So our bubble is quite safe.
Cool. And so just for your teachers and for staff at Mangere Central, what's it been like for them just getting ready to be able to teach, having to do it virtually and do it via online learning?
It has created a sense of urgency, which has been really good. You know, we talk about online learning and we're provided with devices, and that's the way of the future. So this is a really good opportunity to make sure that we have that up and running. We have surveyed our community and we are aware that not everybody is fortunate to have devices or internet access, but I know that the ministry has been really helpful. I know that there are community agencies out there as well that are helping people connect. I know that Tony, our ex-chair, has got access to people to help support internet connections in the homes. In terms of our teachers, it's very different. You would think that, you know, working from home, you'd have a lot of time, but in fact, you don't have much time. And we spend a lot of time in Zoom meetings, and quite often we don't work between 9 and 3. We're working sometimes up until 10. I know that some teachers are connecting with their students, or actually their students are connecting with them at about 11 o'clock.
Wow.
So, you know, it's quite hard, but it's also quite exciting. I'm excited about it. Yeah.
My daughter goes to Mangere Central, and she was very excited to receive your Principals Challenge. And where did that idea come from, and how's that been received? And maybe just tell the viewers about what that is.
So we considered as a extension program or an extension activity in the home that to create a Principals Challenge on top of, you know, the normal classroom routine. We are fortunate to be donated a few Lego packs. So it created something, we were able to create something exciting that was play-based, that was home-based, and some of the challenges involve a lot of creativity. You had to create your Lego person and his friend, so there were 2 packs. You had to create games, you had to come up with a profile. So a lot of imagination, a lot of play-based creativity, all involved. That is meant to be fun learning. Well, it's learning wrapped up in fun.
It was definitely well received, and my toddler was very jealous. She didn't get one as well, so. But I guess she'll have to wait till she starts school. So for families that don't have computers or access to the internet, how have you been able to try and help them with their learning at home?
Well, we were very lucky that we had 2 days in the lead up to Alert Level 4, which enabled us 2 days to prepare resources and for staff to deliver those personally to the letterboxes. Again, we're very lucky to have a proactive, caring government. They were able to get learning resources out there. I know that the resources are fantastic, and I've had feedback from a lot of our parents that there are lots of them. It could last them up to 4 weeks worth of learning, and that's just what the ministry's provided. In regards to devices, we know that there's a big push for online learning, and the ministry has said that they are trying to get devices out there, but they do have a priority first to get them to NCEA students. So the first category is our Decile 1 to 3 schools, and it's the colleges for NCEA. Then the rollout will be for the other college students without devices, so from year 4 to 10 who do not have access to devices. And because we don't really require them for learning at a primary school level, it's not a priority for the ministry to get them out into homes. And the younger you are, the less of a priority it is to depend on a device for learning. So our approach has been that we have provided for those homes that are fortunate to have access to online learning access through our website, through Seesaw, through Google Classroom, and they're receiving learning that way. At the moment, at our school, we are looking at providing a one device per home scenario, and we're looking at the logistics around that at the moment, and hopefully we can get that out to families on Tuesday, just in time for Alert Level 3.
Cool. And now, what would be your message to parents who are feeling quite worried that their kids aren't getting enough learning in or enough education during this lockdown period?
Well, the key message that we're trying to send to parents is that you cannot replicate school in the home. The home is the home, and we want to make learning fun, and we don't want it to become a chore. And if you're on top of your children making them learn, and they find learning is not fun, and they return to school with the same sort of attitude. So although we've provided you with a lot of learning resources, there's 30 minutes of reading a day, 30 minutes of maths, 30 minutes of writing, and then have some fun with your children. We don't want you to replicate school. Not 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock, you just can't do it. It has to fit in within your timetable, within your responsibilities as a parent, and also within your responsibilities of work when you're working from home. So have fun, be relaxed. It's 2 weeks now. They're not losing much in the long run, and when they return to school, things will be back to normal, and we can catch them up then.
Cool. That's really encouraging, I think, for people to hear. What are some simple ways that parents can just support that learning from home that is fun, that maybe they haven't thought of up till now?
Well, there's lots of counting. Maths is a really good one. You can help them count the peas on the plate when you serve dinner. How much water do you need to fill the pot of potatoes? Measuring when you're doing baking. How many seconds does it take you? Let's count how many seconds does it take you to walk to the letterbox, to run to the letterbox. So those are lots of counting activities. You could play I Spy. I can spy a shape. I can spy something beginning with. I can spy 5 different things. So make it fun, make it games. When you walk around your neighbourhood, spot the teddies. When you finish your walk, come home and see if they remember how many teddy bears they saw. Do a recount, which is what you do when you read a story. In the beginning I saw, in the middle there were, at the end, this is how I felt. It doesn't have to be, let's sit down, let's write. Try and make it fun.
That's really great, Jacqualene. And so that's probably all I was wanting to talk to you about today. So thanks for joining us. And I guess just remember out there, parents, to try and make learning fun and just enjoy the time with your whānau at this time, because it will be over and in the next few weeks. So make the most of the time you do have. And thanks again. Cool.
Thank you.